We celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ on Easter Day, or as I like to call it, Resurrection Day. But the resurrection of the Lord Jesus Christ isn't just a seasonal event. For you and I, Christian, that are born again and that are made new by the blood of the Lamb, the resurrection is an everyday reality. What about on random days where you feel defeated? The resurrection should be the very first thing that you remember, because the resurrection, like Paul says, is the very cornerstone of our faith. Paul says that if the resurrection didn't happen, then we labor in vain. Another really convicting verse that comes to mind when we talk about this topic is the verse where Paul says to crucify yourself every single day. That means die to yourself. That means die to your will, to any desire that you have. You must crucify it so you can follow the Lord with all of your heart. This is how much Paul wants to know the crucifixion and wants to remember the crucifixion. Paul says this, that I may know him and the power of his resurrection and the fellowship of his sufferings, being conformed to his death. Wow, that is so convicting, because Paul not only wants to remember the cross, he not only wants to remember the crucifixion, but he also wants to be a partaker of it. He also wants to longs to know the sufferings of it. Why? Because Jesus Christ died the most painful death for both you and I, to show his love for us, to show that what he goes through is not trivial for us, to show that he would go through the deepest lengths out of love for you and I. And Paul says, I want to know that as well. And so I don't want to make the resurrection and the cross just a seasonal thing where I only remember it one time out of the year. I want to know it each and every day.